Hey. Yeah, here's another video. I feel like I've been lacking or a bit what's the word here? What's the word I'm looking for? Um, I didn't make as many videos this week as I normally do, so this is bonus content. Here is the Ellie Wood that I'm probably going to pick up. I think this is a great build for him for like future proofing and stuff, since his C skill won't get a refine when he does. And I'm probably going to pick up Nino as well, although this isn't a very good kit. Probably keep Insight and Flare, but swap out most of the rest. And that's pretty much it. I don't think I'll be getting this Hector since I already got Brave Edelgard. And he doesn't do as well against Sigurd. And Lynn I don't have a use for either because she's just another Lance infantry unit. Hoping she gets a decent refine. Can't use distant counter. Ace weapon fairly decent in terms of what it does. In terms of the special cooldowns to units within 4 spaces, I think that's actually really cool. But I don't have a place for her. I mean, I currently have her and she's on the bench. Look at all the other Lance units that have taken up her spot. She's just not getting in the team. I mean, I even have Norn here that's not completely built, and I feel like she's currently better. So many Lance units that are just like better than her currently. She will get a refine. I think she'll get a pretty decent refine if the game's running by then, which I think it probably will be. But currently, Tamara just outclasses her, and I just don't have a use for that Lynn. I really want to get like a Forma for this Ellie Wood so I can update his kit, but again, Binding Worlds is just not giving me anything. But this is one of the first units that I picked up when I first started playing the game, and I still want to keep on using him as much as I can, so passion project there. But that is not why we are here today. Today we are, well, let's go over the last couple of defense replays. 2 more came in to round out the 10 for the season. This one, I think he just wanted to show off his units in the events that I made a video, but I didn't make a video this week really. But this is the team. Mila plus 10, Serena and Felix AoE. Yeah, even the dagger here, personally, I've like always favored not over dagger, even though like I actually prefer dagger in terms of just her character, but as a unit, I prefer using not. I don't know if that's just a me thing, but I feel like Not is just a little bit more competent combat-wise. But again, that might just be a me thing. And then this Tamara, man, she is, I don't know, this uninvested Tamara was able to solo the defense. And I think in large part it was probably down to Micaiah here. If you want to beat Micaiah, just bring your own. That's pretty much how it works. And then here's a highly invested dagger. And Gateau here does play a role in making this offensive team work with his AoE support. It may not be immediately apparent, but he does play a significant role in making sure that this team works here. But the fact that this Tamara was able to just get this done, I find it quite just fascinating, man. Tamara is just such a polarizing unit for me. She either just fails miserably or she just does the most spectacular things, and I can't get my mind around it. But you see Dagger here with the AoE protection. If the rally, went off, I'm not sure if Sigurd would have been able to take out this Dagger. Null follow-up plus the damage reduction, the 80% damage reduction versus AoEs. I think Sigurd would have lost that matchup. He also won't be able to reach Gateau in the corner there. And Tamara's Bulwark is protecting everyone else, so very well placed. And the fortifications here the stat swings because of the debuffs and the panic. Well, I don't even know if I'm panicking her, but somehow she's just getting +9. I don't know, man, but Micaiah does fascinating things when you have her on board. And then we have Fjorm here, who's going to be far-saving, and because Fjorm has the AoE protection, he's not going to take a lot of damage when Sigurd comes in here. So Bulwark plus just a ton of stats, and yeah, Chimera
You're done.
somehow does the job. I literally cannot get my Chimera to do that, so I'm probably just going to chalk that to Micaiah being the best unit of 2024. Definitely think Micaiah played a big role there. And then from here, nothing else my team can do. We're going to get walled out, and he will have the opportunity to pretty much pick and choose how he goes about doing this, finishing off the defense from here. So this is probably where I'll stop. Yeah, Tamara, man, she does the things, and sometimes she just doesn't do the things. I don't know. She's if only I could get her to work as consistently as I've been seeing other people, you know, do with her. Maybe I should partner her with Celine, see if it's a similar effect. But on to the main purpose of this video. Alright, so I gotta check the audio every now and then, but yeah, CJ made this, made it to rank 1 with this chaos defense, and I'm just impressed. It's either, I think it's, well, first off, this Hearthfalker is very good, like, very, very good, but she is still a bird, which means she's vulnerable to ranged attacks, which I'm quite surprised that no one that played into him took advantage of, or perhaps they did, but they just didn't know how to follow up. And it's pretty hard to double her as well because of how fast she is. But this, with the rally on Sigurd and the bonus stats from Jimbro here, just pulls everything together. This is a very strong defense in and of itself, let alone Chaos season. But to run it in Light and Dark season and not take any losses is actually pretty insane. Then again, maybe he did take a loss, but it was within lift loss, but I don't know. But the fact that this made it to rank 1 is crazy. I don't know, maybe the player base is not as competitive as it used to be, because or maybe it never was, I don't know. But commendations to CJ for making him to rank 1 with that defense. I keep forgetting that Beefcakes here has Pathfinder in her B skill, but this is also a pretty cool defense as well. Definitely rank 1 material. In comparison to what we just looked at, and then you look at this and then you're like, this is all the units, but he took a loss at some point. Or maybe he just doesn't score enough to make it to rank 1. No, he does. I know, yeah, he does score enough to make it to rank 1. He took a loss at some point. So that's just how the cookie crumbles, I guess. Ether Raids is a very interesting game mode if you want to micro-analyze it. Is it micro or macro? No, macro is big. Micro is small, so micro-analyze. But yeah, the purpose of this video is just to do some team building, or at least show you the teams that I've currently come up with for next Astra season, and then also to show you this menace. This is the bane of my existence currently. I am trying so hard to get rid of this single unit, but I so far have not built a team that has been able to take out this guy. And I think I've been saying it for quite a while now, that Ike still does Ike things if he's built properly, and this is the build that I've been referring to. He is a monster with this, and also, you know, stats do matter, but he's been kicking my butt currently, and I don't know what to do about it. I have 4 teams currently built. This is the Nagi that I've been talking about, the green one. Camilla is here because I don't want to re-bless Celine currently have her Light Bless, and I want to keep it that way. Even though I didn't even use her on any of my light teams, but I feel like she'll eventually find a place there. Diamant is out. I've said this many times. The only one that I'd probably bring in is Varja. But I'm kind of holding off on that to see what the defense mythic brings, or at least what the trailer brings when it comes out. So I'm kind of holding off on that for a minute. There's a problem with this team. Sacred Cow here on Nagi. I do not want to do that, but I kind of have to if I want other Nagi to work. I feel like I need another Marth Ring so I can get Pavas on 2 armors on the same team, but currently that's the only option for Astra Anima, because I don't have another Far Save that has Shield Fighter. Well, wrong. I don't have a good Far Save that has Shield Fighter. In any case, any other armored unit that I have to run, aside from Fjorn, would also need the Marth Ring, so it wouldn't solve my problem. And it also needs to be Nagi, because there's no Gato in Astra Anima season, which is what I've been doing to compensate for the Sigurd matchup, because if either of your Far Saves take that AoE hit, they're essentially useless in the follow-up combat. So it's double Nagi. That's the main solution that I can come up with. They haven't given us any other unit that has 80% damage reduction built into their weapon, so this is just what we're doing. These are some of the teams that I've built so far. Incredible that I didn't even realize that I can score 201 now, which is... I don't pull for mythics. This is just 4 years of summoning on banners that I don't care about to get the new mythic, and you just get lucky sometimes. I don't know if it's lucky, but it's more of a your mythic screws you type things. And I have Satyr, who I am not like too invested in, and Thor, who you'll definitely be seeing more of this Thor. Very good unit. That Refine, Chef's Kiss, it was fantastic. He is so good. But yeah, this is what we're currently, or at least what I'm currently trying to do. Take out this Ike, and once I've built a team that can take out this Ike, I think I'll be satisfied going into Astra Anima season, knowing that I'll be able to beat most things, because this is about as tough as it gets. Guild forcing is pretty much the fallback when you can't beat a defense the conventional way, which is, or the easy way, which is tanking. If you can't tank, then you're gonna have to put your brain to work. And I've been trying to avoid doing that, coming up against this Ike, but it looks like I'm gonna have to build a team that focuses on player phasing this Ike, because he's being a pain. This isn't like the craziest defense in the world, but just Ike alone holds this thing up because he's just that good. This Gatry build here is pretty easy to break through from melee range. Interestingly, he does a fairly decent job as a far save, which I wouldn't recommend, but he can do it. You really would you're better off running Sigurd's XL and his A skill instead of the
hand in hand.
The solid ground version there. That's the wrong play that I did there. I need to I'm gonna need to restart this. I'm sorry. Luckily, this is just test match. This is just a touch match, so I can restart this and it not be a thing. Sharena needs to be a bit further down. I don't want her on that trap. I'm gonna get Felix up there. I already know where the trap placements are. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been doing this particular map for a long time, so I know where everything is. It's just I am still unable to take out this Ike. So this is where she goes. See, I was saying that you're better off running XL on Sigurd instead of that version of Solid Ground, because it makes him a lot weaker in melee matchups in terms of like player phasing. But again, in the same breath, you could he's gonna die anyway once he
seek a
goes
foe.
in, and you know, 50-50, potato, he'll die at some point anyway. Wall Breaker is what makes this store so good now.
see.
Plus her weapon, of course, but I didn't realize how much it did because I didn't get a chance to really use her last Astra Anima season.
I'll cut you
So
down.
I'm just like practicing with this team now. I think I said it
Won't
before
even
that
break a
this team
sweat.
is really good. I just didn't know how to drive
I'll
it.
cut you down.
So that's what I'm doing. I'm just taking this car out for a spin. And my God, man, I'm really enjoying this duo Sharena. You're definitely going to be seeing quite a lot of her.
Would you escort us?
Hopefully the maps are favorable. It doesn't work very well on the mountain terrain map and the Cavline one, the other Cavline one, but the majority of other maps she does pretty well on with her damage reduction. I want to give Thor a better A skill, but I goofed up on the remix spanner. I was supposed to go to Spark and get an extra
What should I
what's his
do?
face odor, but I forgot to pull on that. Then I forgot to go to Spark. I forgot to actually go. I got halfway through and forgot to go to the Spark, so I didn't get Thor the skill that she needed.
Would you escort us?
It's probably more accurate to say that I actually
Do not fail.
I didn't get all of the orbs. I was supposed to go and clear some file maps and get like 80 orbs, but I got lazy, so that just didn't happen. The other option was just to go and buy orbs, but I feel like I spent too much money this week on this game, so I kind of didn't want to do that either. So indecision got the better of me. I kind of messed up there with Sharena was supposed to be a little bit further up. I'm also playing around with the idea of giving her
Why not?
the Marth ring, so that she can get her Gale Force more consistently. Crom here has it all the way down to 2, but if I think 3 is also fair. I don't know. I feel like both of them benefit from having the Marth ring. I just don't know which one of them to put it on.
I'll handle this.
Sharena is probably going to be a follow-up unit. I believe that Crom will more than likely be my primary initiator because of the armor effective damage.
I'll do it.
But the problem is, he sometimes misses the Gale Force. So that's why I gave him the Marth ring, so that he can get it consistently, where Sharena can get that extra action thing going.
Orders?
And also her dual skill, so I have more opportunities to get the Gale Force on Sharena than I do with Crom.
Is in sight.
So that's the reason that I've given it to Crom, although I think I could probably swap. It's interchangeable. I'm not sure. I've also been thinking of giving... I also wanted to give Crom Potent, but then I realized that I goofed up and I should have given Potent to Azura so that I can then chain it, but now I can't. So
Your orders?
It's stuck on Lucina, and I don't know when Lucina is coming back. Rearmed Lucina.
I'll handle this.
But it's fine. I mean, I'll just...
Why not?
Do without. But I think with Potent, he would get that third hit, which would guarantee the Gale Force at that point, if he hasn't already gotten the kill. And then also, that third hit would also help him to get past Shield Fighter against armored units. Most of them. I don't think it would probably work in Edelgard's case, but a lot of the other ones you should be able to get through with 3 hits. He hits very hard, as I'm sure that you were aware. But
they will submit.
Other reason that I gave Thor Clash, or wanted to give her Excel, is because Astra Anima season, Heathrun is a common threat, plus other Micaiahs and stuff, so I'm always getting debuffed to attack and speed or attack and defense. In Thor's case, she really wants to meet attack checks, so Excel just helps out with that, or Clash. And the majority of the time she's going to be warping in to get kills. And
hand in hand.
When I was testing, or when I've been using this team or practicing with this team, I was so impressed with the fact that she can pretty much just one-tap Gale Force. The fact that she gets the special cooldown
what should I do?
before combat or in combat, and then when she attacks, it's pretty much guaranteed. Unless there's guard, maybe. I don't think she got tempo in a refine. So if there's guard, she'll probably get one, but she's typically needing both hits to get it done. Unless you have one highly invested, that she'll probably one-shot, which is not desirable. Which is why I was thinking that it's probably a good idea to give her the XL, because she'll have the contingency of being able to survive like a hit from, let's say, Marnie. If it does come to that. Whereas currently, she does not survive that counterattack from Marnie. So that's like just something that I've been thinking of doing, but unfortunately, like I said, I missed that boat. I do have like...
What should I do?
Like, it's on Sigurd and it's on Jinbro. Those are the only two units that have it. And then, I mean, Oder as well, but I'm not gonna fodder my only Oder just to make the Thor better. It just doesn't make sense, you know? But man, she is so good. And I'm gonna just sit her here. Now, this is the problem. All of this, and I still can't get this Ike. I can't get him out of here. It is...
I see.
I think a lot of that probably is down to merges. I mean, 8, that sounds like merges to me. But man, that is impressive. And what you've been seeing, or I think I'll show it eventually. Frustrating. But what you've been seeing is the fact that Thor also gives the special jump to units that are within 3 spaces. So kind of similar to what Aided Reagan does. That special jump, there you see it right there, World Breaker Plus. I think that is fantastic, man. And you also, well, I gotta double check it, but I think you also get it with your Gale Force as well, similar to what she was able to do for herself. And then there you go, Ike is still here. Just not able to get rid of it. If I had Potent on Sharena, I probably could.
Would
but,
you escort
I mean,
us?
not Potent. What's that skill?
I'll handle this.
Special, no Porter. She could probably break through, but that's not what this build is for. I don't know. This is the, let me show you the other team. I feel like I'm going to be using both of these teams quite a bit this season because they're just really, really good, and I really enjoy using them. Also, Connects. Man, with the merges, she has just been a fantastic addition to pretty much every game mode that I play in. I use her to some capacity. Probably not Summoner Duels because she's just not the right unit for that game mode, but everything else, like all the other in-game content, she does very well in. But yeah, this is the other team. This one is the AoE one, and I was figuring that this interesting. But that's not the worst thing. You, as the initiator, you want her to take damage, and she does that pretty well. You want her to take damage and not die, and that's why I have the extra HP. And well, that's the majority of that is from merges as well. And it works out fantastically in my favor. This team is also a little bit difficult to drive, I want to say.
Without a doubt, the future is in sight.
It's kind of useless in, or rather, on maps with the defense, with a defense that has like ice.
I'll handle it.
Because like I've been thinking that I should give for this team in particular, I should give her Flared Sparrow, whichever one. So that she can, assist with that. But the problem is getting someone low HP enough to make it matter. Pinette plays a pretty decent role in that regards, but a lot of the times I wanted Kanto 2 there. A lot of the times, because I wanted to position Thor there so that Felix could warp, but I guess it kind of doesn't matter. Anyways, a lot of the times what will happen is that Pinette will initiate, and let's say she fails to get the kill. There's nowhere that... Usually if I'm having Pinette initiate on something, it's because I want to get the H. Either she kills or she doesn't kill. If she doesn't kill the unit that I initiated with Pinette, Thor doesn't have the power to break through things, like bulky things, is essentially what I'm getting at. So she's not a good follow-up unit in that regards, but once you break him through the save, he typically does really well against, you know, everything else that's squishy. Which is why I was thinking that it might not be like the greatest idea, but I feel like I should probably add something to this team just for that specific role, because it really gets stopped hard by Astra.
I see.
If I don't play it right. I mean, I can still play it exceptionally well and get it to work, but it takes a lot more effort.
Verily.
Which sometimes I just don't want to do. But that's one idea, give her Flared Sparrow and have her play that role. But sometimes as well, if they don't take damage, then I can't get her in. She's very dependent on Wings of Mercy, which is why I'm also thinking of giving her Wings of Mercy 4. But I only have like one copy of that left. It's a big commitment. I do think I'll be using this Thor quite a lot, but man, that's a big commitment to give her the Wings of Mercy 4 when I only have the one copy left, and I don't know when Rearmed Lunaria is coming back, so I might hold off on that for a little bit. I think this should be good enough for now. If it ends up being a Wings of Mercy diff, then ladders are here. I'm just gonna have to accept it. I think I want to give it to her and Dual Peony as well. Dual Peony, I think, in terms of longevity, has been one of the best dancers in the game. Because of that dual button. Ever since her release, she's just the role that she can still play and how versatile she is in terms of like team composition. I use her like on if you're starting out, if you're guild forcing on a budget, I would highly recommend finding a way to get this Peony. She is very good in just bringing your guild force team to life. She's basically 2 dancers in one, and that is invaluable. It does a ton for your Gale Force team, trust me. Highly recommend. But yeah, otherwise, you know, just one Edelgard. I've been thinking about like bringing Summer Edelgard to Astra season since I've been struggling to fit her into my late season team. But I kind of don't want to re-bless her either, so there's that.
Verily.
I don't know, just decisions that need to be made. But yeah, this is chalked. I can't, you know, Duma. And again, failing to take out this Ike because Fortifications Ike, he's just, I mean, even if I had like more stats on Felix, I think it would still be a problem. But yeah, man, it's this one's no good either. Let's give Sita a try. I didn't really try the Sita team, but Sita sometimes dies to Ikes because he just hits her that hard. Yeah, just a ton of damage. But let's give it a try. The rally will probably be a problem since I won't be able to protect all of my units, which means I should force everyone all the way up to block the enemy team from coming out. But if Ike attacks, then I mean there's just nothing I can really do about that. Because he can still warp in behind me, even though I've blocked it off. But let's give it a shot nonetheless. But yeah, what was I saying before? This team, I don't remember what I was saying before, but this team, again, I went with Ivy here because, why am I saying Ivy? Camilla. I went with Camilla here because, I don't know, man. I feel like I just haven't used her. I do really like this Camilla, Legendary Camilla, but I haven't used her. Like, even when she came out, I didn't use her as much as I would have liked to use her. And I you know, just want to take like an opportunity here to compensate for that and give her some more playtime because she's really good. I think the only thing that she's missing is Fatal Smoke. But I really also like.
I am ready to work.
What's it called?
I'll get us there.
I really like that as well. But if I was
Close
gonna
your
update her
eyes.
kit, I would give her Fatal Smoke because it makes the chip damage stick. So
Count on me.
I like that idea. Man,
Yes.
this is oh well. There's only one other team left for me to try. If this doesn't work, I'm kind of goofing
There
this
is
up right
but
now.
one future.
But,
Where next?
let's see. Okay, that's pretty decent. Let's see
I'm
how
ready to
this
work.
unfolds. Hopefully,
Have faith.
Sigurd will get baited and just attack into Sita, which is what I would like to happen. But I don't know if that's going to be the case. And then from there, let's just see how the rest of it plays out. Yeah, Sita should be able to clear this if Sigurd attacks
I can
first.
do this.
If not, then I don't know what's gonna happen.
May I?
I've also kind of just goofed this up. I really should have put Veil a bit higher, but I don't think she even meets the res check in that Sigurd in the check damage. Yeah, I don't even think she meets the res check for the Ike matchup, so it probably doesn't even matter. I keep trying to figure out how to get no follow-up on the Sita. It's
all
either to
my
give her
heart.
infantry no follow-up, but then also,
I'll guide you.
a share is a thing, but then also her C slot is kind of free. I think I want to give her the wave skill, but I don't currently have any more copies of that. Ooh, that's a big hit. He's dead.
The trick is on me.
There goes Astra. That is unfortunate. Okay, so this strategy is not looking like it's gonna work either. Yeah, that's bad. Maybe I should just go further up, but I don't think it's worth it at that point if I'm gonna just smite them all the way up. And we're gonna have to try the last team that I have. Sita won't survive this without being able to heal. The Breath of Life support from Astra is vital to her survivability.
Forgive me.
So that's just how that crumbles. He doesn't have the best matchup against Citrine Nakaya. That's that much I have seen thus far. I've been thinking of how to get Brave Nakaya back into action, but I think it'll take a lot of fodder just to get her to work properly. And also, I took the Brave Lysithia merge from Hall of Forms, and I have no idea how to use her quite as yet. I think I'm probably going to need to get the Dragon Flowers up, of course, and I don't think I'll be able to do that for a while. Let's try the last team, which is the Nagis. Hopefully they survive. So far from testing, the Nagis do survive. It's just that Camilla is a terrible follow-up teammate, and that's been my problem so far. Even though I've given her
I agree.
Unity, attack speed Unity, to try to compensate for that, because there's debuffs
Yes.
everywhere in Astra Anima season, and you don't have a ton of ways to get around it, which is probably a point
This is
towards
fun.
running Saline. But again, I don't want to re-bless her. It kind of makes, especially since I didn't even use her in light season, it feels like a waste to,
Count on me.
I kind of don't want to do that yet. So I'm going to hold off
Don't
again
worry, dear.
for now, just to see how everything pans
I'll
out.
do it.
But I feel like that might be the play for that 5th team. Because Camilla has been really underperforming. Either Saline or Tharja. Again, like I said earlier, I don't know how that's gonna end up going. The extra 10 chip damage here does play a part in Sigurd just doing that much more damage, pretty much. But I think overall, still, I prefer. I would recommend having the Excel. Just for that extra damage reduction. Even though he has, damage reduction built in, I think the Excel is for now the better choice. Even though you could probably, whenever they release the tier 4 version, is it already 4? I I don't know, but the next version of Solid Ground, I think will do very well on him. This, I can't understand. Why does he double sometimes, but sometimes he doesn't double? It's so bizarre. Yeah, really, really weird, but I mean, it is what it is. Nagi's doing her job. She doesn't survive with Execution. Well, at least mine. I think if you have more investment on her, she can probably live the hit more consistently. But for mine, she definitely needs Pavis. And she's getting outstepped by Ike, which means she's going to take a big hit
Great
on the follow-up. Luckily, the second hit isn't ether. A lot of damage there. Luckily, Ike didn't go first because she would... Well, actually no. The two Nagis work very well together because one of the Nagis gives the same effect that Lin has, but like automatically after combat, it's just you get the pulse charge. And then also the extra healing after combat is really great. Halloween Nagi, I think she's gonna age pretty well as long as you know, armors don't become completely obsolete. That right there is why I kind of want to run Aegis instead of Sacred Cow because she shouldn't be taking so much damage. But I can't run Marthing on both of them, so and it's either that or run
I can do this.
Party Fighter, but then she kind of needs to run Shield Fighter.
Have faith.
This is not good.
Exactly.
This, even though I've survived, this is still a
Don't
loss
worry,
because
dear.
I can't take out Ike, and I can't live another round of combat. Yeah,
Count
so
on
this
me.
is still a loss. I have no way to heal because the healing tower is broken,
I can
and
do this.
still wouldn't have been able to heal anyway because Fatal Smoke, as well as Aether. But tough breaks.
May
Alright, so
I?
this team didn't work either, and as you can see here, Camilla doing the big fat
Why
nothing.
not?
Even though I've given her Unity,
Don't worry, dear.
not great.
I'll do it. Count on me.
Vale doing her best, but not able to
I'm
get
ready to
through it.
work.
Quite unfortunate.
What is it?
Yeah, we're just gonna have to
Have
surrender.
faith.
Rough.
I can do this.
I think I kind of want to get Vale to +10 at some point. If the opportunity presents itself, I think I'll give it a try. It's only five more mergers, and I really do enjoy using her. But this one's chopped as well. No good. And that's pretty much all of the teams that I have built so far for Astra Anima. So it's pretty much down to whatever I can come up with for the last team. This is just not good enough. It's supposed to be like a corner ball breaker, but it needs to do more than that. I kind of need this slot to do something because I didn't really use this team. I think I used it maybe once. So that one's going to be on the chopping block. Return to the drawing board with that one just to see what I can cook up to get something to work and try to take out that Ike. Catcher balls, I've realized that that's probably the reason that catcher balls aren't that much of a thing on offense because it takes a lot of positioning to get it into play, and then that's a lot of wasted actions by the time you've put everyone into position just to get attacks in. But yeah, that's pretty much where I am right now. Look forward to content for the next season. GG.